Hey guys, my name is Pushpinder Saini. Once again I came with a very interesting tutorial. In this tutorial I am going to tell you about the auto layout in storyboard. How you can adjust your design on the basis of different device resolution. So let's start with the development and understand the basics of auto layout in the storyboard. Okay, so let's begin without wasting any further time. So at the very first I am going to create one new project, and here make sure you have selected storyboard. Click on next, select the location. Okay, click on create and it will done. After that you will find one new project, and over here what you have to do, open your storyboard. At the very first I'm going to take one scroller view. Here I am going to set the constraint to my scroller view. Here it is. From all the side, first of all I am going to set 0 0. Now secondly I am going to take one child view of scroller view. So here I will search for view. Now include this in your scroller view and take from all the side content layout. Here you have to select this content layout for the content layout guide for all the side or 4 sides. Okay, and finally you have to give frame equal to width and frame equal to height. Now secondly you have to take the design as per your requirement. So I'm going to take one image view inside that, and for view I'm going to change the color. Okay, for image you have to set the constraint. So first of all I'm going to set from all the side 20 20 and 20. Okay, now the main thing is height, how you can set for this design. One more thing, I'm going to take text field. I'm going to take the constraint 20 20 20 and height also we can say 55. Okay, now I have set the constraint. Now second constraint over here, and same for this 20 20 from top 20 and from bottom, not now, one last is button. So this is my button I'm going to take 20 20 20 and we can say 50, and height we can say like same 55. Okay, now here it is. Now second thing, I'm going to change the color of this button. Okay, so it will be visible more good. Now first thing is that this is already a auto layout. Here you don't need to do anything. Okay, so if you will select person image, and the default color, tint color I'm going to take this is my default design. So if I run this project, then you can find the difference. This will vary on the basis of screen size. Okay, basically this is the basic version. So here it's running for 7th generation. I have already with iPhone Pro Max. Here you can see. Okay, so on the basis of screen size it will adjust automatically. So here you can see on the basis of screen it's getting increase. Okay, if I rotate the device then you can see image is getting decreased and the height of the text field is getting increased. Okay, and same for another device. Here you can see. Okay, so this is basic part of the auto layout. Now secondly, how we can take at the top, means on the basis of content. Let's say you don't want that much big and you don't want your view at the bottom. So what you need to do, at the very first remove this, and the secondly here give 0. Okay, now you can see the entire design has been changed. Now you have to set the height, and I'm going to set the height on the basis of screen width, screen height. So here this is the screen height and I am going to set on the basis of multiplier. Here you can see multiplier is this, so I'm going to give 2.5. Here you can see, so this image always will take 2.5 height of the screen. Okay, so if you want to increase, then you can increase with multiplier and you can give 3. So I'm going to show you over here with all the devices what we have. This is iPhone 11. Now I'm going to show 4S. 4S is the lowest version. So here you can see it's coming perfect and it's taking 2.3 height of the device. Now secondly, here you can see iPhone 12. So here it's increasing. Now secondly, mini, iPhone 12 mini. So it's decreasing, and you will see in portrait mode also you can see it's decreasing on the basis of height. So it's not static, it's dynamic. If you have any doubt related to complete video tutorial, then please comment into the comment box. And one more thing, do not forget to subscribe my YouTube channel, because on my YouTube channel you will find lots of video tutorial related to Swift development, and also you can learn how you can boost, how you can increase your skills, how you can keep upgrading yourself on the basis of new technology, new techniques in a programming. So keep subscribing, keep liking and keep programming. Thank you so much. Have a great time. Bye bye.